Oh, cool. We're the Farnsworths, a travel nurse family of 5 on our 6th year of adventuring. John is an ICU travel nurse, and I am a travel nurse recruiter. Together, we're road schooling our kids, making a million memories, and sharing our experiences with you, because there are no ordinary paths. You get to choose your own way, and we're here to encourage you, whatever that might be. For centuries, Mauna Kea has been a sacred place to Hawaiians. For many, it's more than just a mountain. It's a bridge between heaven and earth. Today, it's also the home to some of the world's most cutting-edge astronomical observatories, where scientists peer deep into the cosmos exploring the mysteries of the universe. But before we head to the mountain, we are making a stop at Imiloa Astronomy Center and Planetarium down here in Hilo. We are here at Imiloa, I think I'm saying that right, Imiloa Astronomy Center in Hilo, and this is a really cool place. This is one of the only bilingual cultural astronomy centers in the United States. Everything in here is both in Hawaiian and in English, and it's really cool. It tells the stories and cultural beliefs of astronomy to the Hawaiian people here, which is really an interesting way of learning things here for us. We've also learned a lot about Mauna Kea from different films and exhibits inside here, which is where we're going to tonight. We're going to go to the visitor center there, which is at 9,000 feet, and you can go all the way up to the top if you have a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Did look into renting a Jeep for the day, but we decided against that extra expenditure. So we are going to go, and we're going to go check out the visitor center. We'll keep you updated on whether it's worth it, even if you can't go all the way to the top. But this is really interesting. Your pass gets you in for the entire day, any of the planetarium shows. So we did go see the children's showing this morning, which featured a coyote, and Tweety Foxy, of course, was decked out in her astronomy dress that she has. And then we looked around at the exhibits, and now we're going to go to another one where we're going to learn more about like black holes and distant things in the universe. And then we're going to go eat something, head home for a little bit, and then make our way to Mauna Kea so we can be there at sunset tonight and into the evening to look at the stars with Chloe's telescope that she brought all the way from Arizona. I think something that's really cool is that we have visited the Sky Center in Arizona up on Mount Lemmon, and we have gotten to see some of the stuff that they're talking about in these exhibits with our own eyes through their telescope. And so like having that experience before and then being here and experiencing this and learning about it from a Hawaiian perspective is really cool. What's that, Chloe? That's Mauna Kea. Mauna Kea. Yep. Oh. Yep, that's where we're going. That's where we're headed tonight. This is a really cool representation of the sizes of things. And I think this is really fun that we're here the week before the solar eclipse is supposed to happen. And we are leaving the house right now and heading up to Mauna Kea. We are leaving a little bit early so that we have time to park and take a short hike up Sunset Hill so that we can catch the most epic sunset on the Big Island, as we were told. So it is 74 degrees as we leave the house.
We're currently at an altitude of 58 feet.
We're coming from sea level and going up to about 9,000, maybe 10,000 feet. I'm not exactly positive, but that is a huge gain of elevation. And when we lived in Colorado, we lived in an altitude of 8125, and then like going to a 14er from that altitude is not near as much of an increase. So there is this like, you know, concern of altitude sickness when you go up this mountain. So we have brought all kinds of any kind of warm layer we can think of, because currently
we don't have very many warm layers.
We don't. We have like long sleeves, and each of us has a single pair of pants. Ethan's pants are jammy pants, so he's just bringing them with him.
I don't think Aaron has any pants.
No.
But it is the low tonight is 27 degrees at the summit. So it is going to be cold.
How much higher up is the summit from the visitor center?
It's another 3,000 or 4,000 feet.
Yeah, that's enough to be significant.
Yeah.
Well, they won't even let 13-year-olds go up to the summit. You have to be 13 and over, right?
Yes, because of the change in altitude. First, you have to acclimate at the visitor center for 30 minutes, and they have rangers there who direct traffic. You cannot proceed unless you have four-wheel drive, and all your passengers are over the age of 13, which obviously we don't have either of those, so we won't be going all the way to the summit, but I think it still should be a pretty fun adventure today.
Current elevation 3,500.
3,500. We're coming up on the Mauna Kea access road, and what's our elevation?
Right now we're at 5,911 feet.
5,911 feet. It is 56 degrees, down from 74, so we're down 20 degrees. Let's see what this looks like.
Where this is the saddle.
Yeah, we're on the saddle road.
Between the two volcanoes.
And
so going straight is Kona.
We're underneath a pretty heavy blanket of clouds. So we'll see if we're going to go up through the clouds onto the top. I'd really love to see the sunset. Those are all goats everywhere.
Yes, 7,420.
7,400, and we're holding steady in the lower 50s right now. Okay, so we are here at the visitor center. I believe it's open until 9. There's a line of cars ready to go up to the summit, but you have to have four-wheel drive and you have to be older than 13. We are going to make our trek up this mountain over here and see if we can catch the sunset. And it is 50 degrees. We've got our layers on. We're ready to go. The views at the top were stunning. We felt like we were walking on clouds. The temperatures did dip down into the 40s as the night approached. So we're walking down right now to go back to the car. You can take your telescope up there and hang out. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half, they said, for it to get fully dark to see the stars. So we're actually gonna go back down to the car and hang out and eat our snacks and drink some water.
For a while.
For a little while. And then I don't know if we'll climb back up here or just, you can see, I mean, like, there's plenty of places to look up at the sky here. The other thing that's really cool, if you go to the astrology center first during the daytime, then they will, after all of their shows, they have this little night sky that shows you exactly what the night sky would look like at 8 p.m. at night. And they showed us like northeast, southwest, and what is actually in the sky tonight that we can look for. So once we figure out which direction is north, then we have an idea of all the things they pointed out to us in the planetarium earlier today that we can look for. So I strongly recommend going there first so you know what to look for when you get up here. While we did get Chloe's telescope to work, it was difficult to take any footage, and we didn't end up staying too much longer as our fingers were frozen. Mauna Kea is a must-see if you are visiting the Big Island. Thanks for coming with us this week. Next week, we're headed down south to the most southern tip of the islands and of the United States. We're also taking a walk on one of only 2 green sand beaches in the entire world. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.